Want to speak real Urdu from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at urdupod101.com.
In this lesson, you will learn some of the most common greetings used in Pakistan. क्या आप तैयार हैं? Are you ready? तो चलिए शुरू करें. So let's begin. Let's start with a greeting you are sure to have heard before. Assalamu alaikum. This is a phrase that is so closely associated with Pakistan and Islamic culture that it has become famous all over the world. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. The phrase Assalamu alaikum is actually Arabic for peace be on you. We use it as a formal as well as a friendly greeting. It's used when people meet at any time of the day, morning, noon, or evening. Use this and you will surely impress your Pakistani friends. In Urdu, using different greetings for each time of the day is not very common. When talking to friends, we usually just use the English phrases, but there are equivalent Urdu versions. They are just not used that often. If you meet someone before noon, you can say Subha bakhair. Subha bakhair. For later in the day, you can say Sham bakhair. Sham bakhair. But most of the time, you can just say Assalamu alaikum and not worry about it. Now let's move on to the expressions we use for saying goodbye in Urdu. A parting expression that we can use for all occasions is phir milenge, which means see you. Phir milenge. Phir milenge. The first word phir means again, and the second word milenge means we will meet. Let's look at one more expression. Alvida. Alvida is an Urdu word which means farewell. Alvida. Alvida. It is an appropriate choice when parting for a long time or forever. Now it's time for Afra's advice. As we learned in this lesson, Assalamu alaikum can be used at any time of the day. But this all-around greeting is not just for saying hello, but for saying goodbye as well. It really is a very useful phrase and you should remember it by heart. In this lesson, you are going to learn how to use good manners when you thank people. क्या आप तैयार हैं? Are you ready? तो चलिए शुरू करें. So let's begin. Saying thank you in Urdu is very easy. It's just one word. Shukriya. Shukriya. Shukriya means thank you. You can emphasize shukriya by adding बहुत, which means very much. So it becomes बहुत shukriya. बहुत shukriya. Thank you very much. So now you have learned how to say thank you in Urdu. But how will you reply if someone else says thank you to you? In Urdu, you are welcome is sometimes expressed as आपका खैर मुकद्दम है. आपका खैर मुकद्दम है. You can also respond to someone who has thanked you by using another expression. This is कोई बात नहीं, which literally means it's nothing. कोई बात नहीं. कोई बात नहीं. So when someone says shukriya to you, you can simply reply with कोई बात नहीं or आपका खैर मुकद्दम है. Now it's time for Afra's advice. Pakistanis do not always use the expressions for thank you and you are welcome in everyday situations. It is a concept literally translated from English. Native speakers often show politeness simply by using polite pronouns and verb forms while speaking.
Want to get cheat sheets, audiobooks, lessons, apps, and much more every month for free? Just click the link in the description to get your free language gifts of the month.
Top 25 phrases in Urdu. So let's get started. Hello. 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 आप कैसे हैं? Hi. How are you? So hi and hello is basically the same thing in Urdu, and we translate it as hello. It's a very casual word and you can use it with your friends, family. with anyone, I guess. Subah bakhair, good morning. Subah bakhair, good morning. Subah bakhair, आपका दिन अच्छा गुजरेगा. Good morning, have a nice day. Dopeher bakhair, good afternoon. Dopeher bakhair, good afternoon. Dopeher bakhair, dopeher ka khana kha liya. Good afternoon. Have you done lunch? I think this word is not very commonly used in Pakistan. Instead, I would recommend to use Assalamu alaikum or hello whenever you meet some person. You don't have to keep track of time as in like good morning, good afternoon, or good night. It's not very common. Shabba bakhair, good night. Shabba bakhair, good night. Shabba bakhair, kal milenge. Good night, I'll see you tomorrow. This word is not very commonly used again, but maybe typical Urdu-speaking families might be using it. You can use it with your friends, family, and also you can use it formally. Anyway, it's a good word to remember. Aapka naam kya hai? What's your name? Aapka naam kya hai? What is your name? You can use this sentence with anyone. Any new person you meet, just ask the question, what's your name? Aapka naam kya hai? Main Afra hoon. I am Afra. Main Afra hoon. I am Afra. So, if you observe in this sentence, after main, you have to use your name and then hoon. In any kind of place, you can just use it to tell other people your name. I am Afra. Main Afra hoon. Try it with your name. Aapse milkar khushi hui. Nice to meet you. Aapse milkar khushi hui. Nice to meet you. Probably you'll be using it a lot in your formal meetings with new people. Aap kaise hain? How are you? Aap kaisi hain? How are you? Aap kaise hain? How are you? Aap kaisi hain? How are you? So if you have observed, I've used kaisi and kaise. Kaisi is used for female and kaise is used for male. मैं ठीक हूँ, शुक्रिया, और आप? I'm fine, thanks, and you? मैं ठीक हूँ, शुक्रिया, और आप? I'm fine, thanks, and you? So you can use this sentence to ask the other person when you reply that you are okay. बराहे मेहरबानी, please. बराहे मेहरबानी, please. बराहे मेहरबानी मेरी मदद कीजिए. Please help me. Anywhere you want to use please, just add the word barahe meherbani. For example, please do this for me. Barahe meherbani, mere liye ye kaam kijiye. Aapka shukriya. Thank you. Aapka shukriya. Thank you. Meri madad karne ke liye aapka shukriya. Thank you for helping me. It can be used formal and it can also be used in an informal setting. That's pretty much it. Khushamdeed. You're welcome. Khushamdeed. You're welcome. I would say that this word is used a lot, but not in the context of saying you're welcome when somebody says thank you to you. This word is more used in the context of welcoming someone in your house or welcoming a customer in the restaurant. Ji haan. Yes. Ji haan. Yes. Ustad. आपने अपना काम मुकम्मल कर लिया है? Teacher, have you finished your work? शागिर्द, जी हाँ. Student, yes. Basically, when you need to give your consent to someone, when you just need to nod, when you just need to say yes, so you can use this word, ji haan. If you're in an informal setting, like with your friends or family, sometimes you can just say हाँ. जी नहीं. No. जी नहीं. No. आपने इम्तिहान की तैयारी कर ली है? Have you finished your preparation for exam? जी नहीं. No. If you're in an informal setting, I would recommend using just नहीं. ठीक है. Okay. ठीक है. Okay. ये आपके साथ ठीक है? Is it okay with you? This word is very commonly used in Pakistan. Mostly people use it at the end of almost all the sentences just to give their consent that they are okay with it. So, ठीक है, ठीक है, ओके, ठीक है। माफ कीजिएगा, एक्सक्यूज मी, माफ कीजिएगा, एक्सक्यूज मी। माफ कीजिएगा, ये मेरी सीट है। Excuse me, this is my seat. This word is very polite and mostly used in a formal situation, or I would say like people you don't know with, you can use it, but definitely not with friends and family. क्या वक्त हुआ है? What time is it? क्या वक्त हुआ है? What time is it? You can use this sentence to ask time. Any part of the day is okay. Baitul Khala kahan hai? Where is the restroom? Baitul Khala kahan hai? Where is the toilet? Baitul Khala, toilet. In Pakistan, many people can speak English, so English has become a part of Urdu to some extent. So we use the word bathroom commonly instead of Baitul Khala. So if you go to a person and just say, bathroom kahan hai, it would be okay. Where is the toilet? Where is the bathroom? Instead of using the word Baitul Khala. Kuch der intezar kare. Wait a moment. Kuch der intezar kare. Wait a moment. It's a very formal sentence and I think it's a good one to remember. Iski कीमत कितनी है? How much is this? Iski कीमत कितनी है? How much is this? This kind of sentence can be used in any market and at any time and by anyone, male or female. बराहे मेहरबानी मुझे चेक मिल सकता है? Could I get the check please? बराहे मेहरबानी मुझे चेक मिल सकता है? Could I get the check please? There's more than one way of saying it. Instead of the word check, you can also use the word bill. Bill is the same as in English bill, like the billing. So I would recommend using that word more often. It's more understandable and more commonly used. Madad, help. Madad, help. मैं तूफान में फंस गया हूँ, मेरी मदद करें. I'm stuck in a storm, help me. Just saying the word madad doesn't make any sense, like help. Maybe it makes sense in English, but not in Urdu. So when you say in Urdu, you might need to add something to the word madad. For example, मेरी मदद करें, please help me. बराहे मेहरबानी मदद करें, please help. बाद में मिलते हैं, see you later. बाद में मिलते हैं, see you later. अभी मैं मसरूफ हूँ, बाद में मिलते हैं. I'm busy at the moment, see you later. This phrase is very commonly used among friends. मुझे मालूम नहीं, I don't know. मुझे मालूम नहीं, I don't know. You can use this phrase for anything, for any kind of information that you don't know. You can just say, मुझे मालूम नहीं, I don't know. Not just for information, but information related to a person. For example, where is Ali? Ali कहाँ है? मुझे मालूम नहीं, I don't know. खुदा हाफिज, goodbye. खुदा हाफिज, goodbye. जाने का वक्त है, खुदा हाफिज. It's time to go, goodbye. Top 25 Urdu verbs. Let's get started. होना, to be. So the first word is होना, to be. आपको वहाँ होना चाहिए. You should be there. This word is used almost in every conversation we have. So it's a very good word to remember. And hopefully when you are going to learn other word patterns, you will get the hang of it, how to use this word. पसंद करना, to like. पसंद करना, to like. मैं उसे पसंद करता हूँ. I like her. It doesn't have to be just one person. You can use it for clothes, for food, for anything. I'll give you another example. I like red color. मुझे लाल रंग पसंद है. करना, to do. करना, to do. क्या आप ये काम कर सकते हैं? Can you do this? The word karna literally means to do, and we use it with a lot of other words. So keep an eye for that one. कहना, to say. कहना, to say. अपने मुल्क के बारे में कुछ कहना. Say something about your country. The word literally explains itself, कहना. So if you have to say anything, you just want to use the word, I want to say this. मैं ये कहना चाहती हूँ. वजाहत करना, to explain. So the next verb we have is वजाहत करना, to explain. अपनी तहकीक की वजाहत करें. Explain your research. This is quite a heavy word and you don't hear it a lot in our everyday conversation, but it is a good word to know if you want to explain something to others. Sunna, to hear. Sunna, a very common verb that we use in our everyday conversation, and the English translation would be to hear or to listen. For example, चिड़िया की आवाज़ सुने. Hear the sound of a sparrow. I'm going to give you another very casual example that would be मैं गाना सुनती हूँ. I listen to music. So that's pretty much it. Jana, to go. So the next one is one of the most easiest verbs and the most common verbs you will be using if you're speaking Urdu in Pakistan, and that would be jana, to go. For example, सामने की नशिस्त पर जाएं. Go to the front seat. If you want to go to a restaurant or to anywhere, just say to the auto driver or the taxi driver, मुझे वहाँ जाना है. I want to go there. So you just put the name of the location instead of वहाँ. मुझे मीनार पाकिस्तान जाना है. I want to go to मीनार Pakistan. Probably you'll be using it a lot if you're a tourist. जानना, to know. जानना, to know. मुझे आपके बारे में जानकर खुशी हुई. I'm happy to know about you. If you really like someone in Pakistan and you would like to know them better, all you have to say is, मैं आपको जानना चाहता हूँ. I would like to know you better. लेना, to take. लेना, to take. खाना ले लो, take the food. As the young generation speaks kind of slang Urdu, so we tend to use this word instead of the word खरीदना, which means to buy. For example, मुझे बाजार से कपड़े लेना है. I want to buy clothes from the market. I know, even though the word means to take, but you can use it both ways. You will hear it in almost all the conversations if you're having with your friend. So if you ask her, what do you want? तुम्हें क्या लेना है? For example, मुझे बाजार से जूता लेना है. I want to buy a pair of shoes from the market. So I can also use the word kharidna in the same sentence, but because people tend to use easy English, so they'll just use the word lena. देखना, to see. देखना, to see. मैंने आज एक फिल्म देखी. I saw a movie today. आना, to come. आना, to come. वो नहीं आएगा. He will not come. Yes, this is an everyday word that we use to indicate about our schedule. So I think it is a good word to know. People also use it together with jana. So if you remember previously, I told you jana means to go and ana means to come. सोचना, to think. सोचना, to think. मैं पार्टी में जाने का सोच रहा हूँ. I'm thinking of going to the party. So it's a pretty easy word, and if you don't have any confirmed plans or you're not sure about your choice of food or clothes or people, you can just use the word सोचना. मैं सोच रहा हूँ. Yes, I'm thinking about it, you know. चाहना, to want. चाहना, to want. आप क्या चाहते हैं? What do you want? This word again can be used for anything in terms of food, clothing, fashion, movie, or whatever you're looking for. So I'll give you another example. मुझे ये कपड़े चाहिए. I want that dress. देना, to give. देना, to give. मुझे पानी देना. Give me water. It is a very common word, and you can observe it especially in the conversation of older siblings when they're talking to their younger ones and they are bossing them around. So there's just like, give me water. मुझे पानी दो. Give me the TV remote control. मुझे remote control दो. It's a good word to know. इस्तेमाल करना, to use. इस्तेमाल करना, to use. ये कलम इस्तेमाल करें. Use this pen. This is a pretty important verb to know if you want to use some facilities in a restaurant, or you want to just use the bathroom in a shopping mall. So you can just use this word istamal karna. For example, can I use this toilet? क्या मैं ये bathroom इस्तेमाल कर सकती हूँ? As Pakistan is quite different from your country, so we don't have very good public toilets, and you might be using this word to use the toilet in a lot of clothing shops because they have better toilets. Talash karna, to find. Talash karna, to find. As I explained previously, that we tend to use the verb karna in conjunction with many other verbs. I'll give you a sentence. Sui talash karna mushkil hai. It's hard to find the needle. Karna gives or implies the meaning of to do. Bahir jana, to go out. Bahir jana, to go out. Bahir mat jaएं, don't go out. Puchna, to ask. Puchna, to ask. Usse pata पूछें. Ask him for the address. It's a good word to know if you're a tourist in Pakistan, because you'll be asking for the locations a lot, and people are quite kind to let you know the exact location of the place. But apart from that, you also use this word a lot in our daily conversation, because Pakistani people have a kind of joint family system, and you tend to ask many things from your parents. So it's a good word to know anyway. Kaam karna, to work. Kaam karna, to work. आप काम करते हैं? Do you work? So guys, this verb has, I think, two meanings, and you can use it either way. Kaam literally translates as work, and this work could be your job, but it can also be any other task. For example, मुझे आज घर का काम है. I have house chores to do today. दाखिल होना, to enter. दाखिल होना, to enter. कमरे में दाखिल हो जाएं. Enter the room. महसूस करना, to feel. महसूस करना, to feel. मैं थका हुआ महसूस कर रहा हूँ. I'm feeling tired. Sometimes you don't have to use the verb महसूस करना in a normal conversation. You can just put the feeling itself. For example, मैं खुश हूँ. I'm happy. I didn't say I feel happy. So there is no need to use the word feel in this very sentence. And it goes the same for all the emotions, that you just put the emotion itself, but you don't have to use the word feel or महसूस when you're making a sentence. कोशिश करना, to try. कोशिश करना, to try. उसे ख़त्म करने की कोशिश करें. Try to finish it. छोड़ना, to leave. छोड़ना, to leave. तंबाकू नोशी छोड़ना मुश्किल नहीं है. It's not hard to quit smoking. So this word is very common, and you can use the word छोड़ना with almost anything. For example, even with food, with your fashion sense, with movies. So it's a very, very commonly used word. बुलाना, to call. बुलाना, to call. उसे यहाँ बुलाओ. Call him here. I would like to point it out that this word bulana, as I translate it, to call, does not mean to call someone through a telephone or a smartphone. It just means calling a person in person to your office or to your place. If I have to say that I'm going to call him, I will translate it as मैं उसे call करूँगा. I would not say मैं उसे बुलाऊँगा, because bulana means to verbally in person ask someone to come. दौड़ना, to run. दौड़ना, to run. मैं तेज दौड़ता हूँ. I run fast. Top 10 questions that you should know. So let's get started. आपका नाम क्या है? What is your name? So the first question is, आपका नाम क्या है? What is your name? मेरा नाम अफरा है. My name is Afra. आप कहाँ से हैं? Where are you from? आप कहाँ से हैं? Where are you from? मैं लाहौर से हूँ. I'm from Lahore. आपकी सालगिरह कब है? When is your birthday? आपकी सालगिरह कब है? When is your birthday? मेरी सालगिरह नवंबर में है. My birthday is in November. आप कहाँ रहती हैं? Where do you live? आप कहाँ रहती हैं? Where do you live? मैं लाहौर में रहती हूँ. I live in Lahore. So guys, you're going to notice that in a lot of questions, I'm going to be using some words which I'm going to change according to the principles of masculine and feminine nouns and verbs. And if you want to know more about it, please do visit our website. We have a whole other series explaining Urdu nouns and verbs and how the rules of masculine and feminine apply to it. So please try to stay with me on this one. आपका phone number क्या है? What's your phone number? So the next question is, आपका phone number क्या है? What is your phone number? मेरा phone number ये है. My phone number is, so you just have to replace your number with the word ये, and ये literally means this. आपने उर्दू कहाँ से सीखी? Where did you learn Urdu? आपने उर्दू कहाँ से सीखी? Where did you learn Urdu? मैंने उर्दू urdupod101.com से सीखी. I learned Urdu from urdupod101.com, which would be true in your case. Okay. क्या आप पाकिस्तानी खाना पसंद करती हैं? Do you like Pakistani food? क्या आप पाकिस्तानी खाना पसंद करती हैं? So if you're a guy, you would be using करते हैं, but if you're a girl, you'll be using करती हैं. Do you like Pakistani food? जी हाँ, मैं पाकिस्तानी खाना पसंद करता हूँ. Yes, I like Pakistani food. क्या आप पाकिस्तान गए हैं? Have you been to Pakistan? क्या आप पाकिस्तान गई हैं? Have you been to Pakistan? जी हाँ. Yes. आप पाकिस्तान में कहाँ जाना चाहते हैं? Where do you want to go in Pakistan? आप पाकिस्तान में कहाँ जाना चाहते हैं? Where do you want to go in Pakistan? मैं लाहौर जाना चाहती हूँ. I want to go to Lahore. आप पाकिस्तान में कितने दिन के लिए हैं? For how many days are you in Pakistan? आप पाकिस्तान में कितने दिन के लिए हैं? For how many days are you in Pakistan? मैं 5 दिनों के लिए पाकिस्तान में हूँ. I am in Pakistan for 5 days.